So I don't think anyone would have expected the events that happened on Tuesday evening. I think it's fair to say the entire F1 community was locked onto Twitter, including myself. I mean, to see what was unfolding between Oscar Piastri and Alpine was insane. But why did Alpine announce Piastri if he would just end up declining them? And on top of that, what does this mean for Daniel Ricciardo? But before we begin, if you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more Formula 1 content. And you can follow me on Twitter at James_Formula1, and there'll be a link in the description. So just after 5 PM on Tuesday, Alpine put out a statement welcoming Piastri to their driver lineup for next year, with Fernando Alonso jumping ship to Aston Martin, and that seemed to be that, to be honest, although what was a little fishy is that in the press release there was no quotes from Piastri. Now that is odd. Usually a driver will always be in there giving their thoughts, but it wasn't to be in this case. And on top of that, Piastri didn't even say anything on social media, so all in all a bit weird. But then just over an hour later, Piastri came out with a bombshell tweet, actually rejecting them. He said, "I understand that, without my agreement, Alpine F1 have put out a press release late this afternoon that I am driving for them next year. This is wrong, and I have not been signed with Alpine for 2023. I will not be driving for Alpine next year." Now I'll assume Piastri had good guidance before doing this. I mean, he's currently the team's reserve driver at the end of the day. But if he does have something set in stone for next year with another team, why did Alpine do what they did? Well, in a statement to the BBC, they said, "We believe we are legally correct in our statement, but don't have anything further to say." So the whole thing is getting very messy, and it's certainly not the last we've heard from this. I mean, could Piastri be in a position where he has another deal, but ends up being forced to stay at Alpine? I mean, what a bizarre situation, but as I'll discuss soon, it looks like a move to McLaren for him is very much on the cards. According to recent reports, Piastri's manager Mark Webber has been looking further afield. Now we know Williams has been on the cards for a while as a place for Piastri to go in 2023, before going back to the Enstone team in 2024. But according to Autosport, Piastri and his manager are understood to have agreed a deal to go to McLaren, when it appeared that Alpine's only choice was to place Piastri at Williams for a year. Now that would have meant replacing Daniel Ricciardo, who's openly stated his position on social media that he's committed to McLaren until the end of his deal, which runs out at the end of 2023. But that was announced before Fernando Alonso's shock move to Aston Martin, and a report by French publication Auto Hebdo claims that Alpine could make a surprise move to re-sign Ricciardo, who previously drove for the Enstone outfit prior to their 2021 rebranding in 2019 and 2020. Now reports suggest Ricciardo has been in contact with Alpine, and according to journalist Jenna Fryer, Ricciardo has until September to inform McLaren if he'll return to the team. And with it being understood that Ricciardo is able to trigger a break clause with McLaren, it could be possible that he indicated to the team he wants to use that option, hence they started talks with Piastri. Now it's clear Alpine have to evaluate fallback options for its vacant 2023 F1 seat, even if they feel their contract is watertight with Piastri. And given the Piastri-McLaren situation, as I say, it'll mean replacing Ricciardo, and therefore he'd be free on the market. Now even though he's had a patchy spell with McLaren, he's still won several races, and that will make him an attractive prospect. The only real problem is that he was hired by the team when it was Renault to lead them, but left the team after 2 years, which didn't go down well with the team. But in a new development, Alpine team boss Otmar Safnauer has not ruled out a return for Ricciardo to the Enstone team, should it not be able to keep Oscar Piastri. Asked about bringing Ricciardo back, he told Autosport, "I mean, if you look at Fernando for example, he comes and goes, and I think that happens to other drivers too, and I don't think that's an issue at all." So Daniel could very well be on his way to Alpine, with Piastri taking his seat at McLaren. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care